Hey guys, it's Conor here. We are back at Six Flags Great Adventure. It is Saturday of Easter weekend. Yesterday we were at Hershey Park opening day, so now we're here to check out what they've done ever since the last time we were here, which was just under a week ago. And right away we can see one brand new thing. There is a brand new lion here at the centerpiece of Main Street. This used to be where the soldiers were when this was more colonial themed, but they're trying to get away from the kind of colonial theme of Main Street. And this commemorates Great Adventure's 50th anniversary really well. It definitely has a bit of a weird look to it, but I like it. I think it's a really good touch and looks great here at the park. So we're actually gonna go to that side of the park first. It looks like we have Tweety and Sylvester right there, and then Bugs and Daffy right there. I think they're getting ready to swap. It looks like they're still doing the thing where for the first couple hours of park operation, they have the characters in front of the fountain, and later on in the day, they move into Looney Tunes Live over there. And today, the safari has officially opened. So there's two different ways you can board the safari. For one, you can board it down here in Frontier Adventures, just like you used to from 2013 to 2019, or you can enter it from the safari base camp, which is located at the former Wild Safari drive-through entrance. We're not going to go to the base camp today just because today's Saturday, it's first day. Let them get all the hiccups out of the way before we go over there. But that's another way you can enjoy it. I assume passes are valid over there, but we are going to walk over here to Dream Street where there may or may not be a couple of changes. Over here at Dream Street, the first section of bricks has been installed. This is section 1. So section 1 is right here, and already I see people I know. There's Darius's brick right there. Let's see what else we can find. My dad's should be in here somewhere. There should be a few that we know. It's gonna be very tricky to find them, but let's see. There's the Gray family, John and Brian. There's the brick for Harry Applegate from Great Adventure history. I'll make it over there in a second. Fine, where's it? There is my dad's brick right there.
Right there. And there's my buddy Ace.
And here's Ace's brick right here, Mr. Ka. Mine is not in section 1, unfortunately. I think Brian's should be here and Tom's should also be here. And I made it into section 1 too. There we go. Hollywood Studios brick. So, just for some perspective, this is where section 1 is, right next to the teacups. If you want to come check out our bricks, we have Ace's right there. We have mine right, I already lost it, right here. And my dad's right there. And then Darius's is over here somewhere. Right there. We've been looking through here to try to see if there's any pattern, and it's really tricky to tell. You can kind of see that like the logos sometimes go across diagonally, but very hard to tell. And there are a few extra spots here in section 1, 2 up at the top. But yeah, definitely come check this out because you'll find us in here. So I just calculated there's a little over 400 bricks in there, if I didn't do the math wrong. And there's so many sections. I think there's 50 sections, if I'm not mistaken, from the map they gave us in the mail. And there's also something new over here. They started painting this center tent area, so we're gonna take a look at that real quick. So it looks like they're gonna go with a bit of a purple color here, and I imagine they're probably gonna expand this out to cover the whole thing. So it's gonna look just like the 4 tents, just with purple instead. So we're walking over to Toro now, and we found Ace. Ace, how do you feel about your brick finally being in the park?
Well, I feel great about it, and I'm actually surprised that it was put down that soon.
Definitely, and I imagine we're gonna see more and more sections installed as the weeks go by. So every time you come visit the park, go check on the bricks because you'll probably find someone you know. So you're actually gonna hold off on Toro for now. We're gonna go down by the safari because supposedly Best of the West is going to be opening today. And we were also told that Superman is actually opening really early. It's opening today, supposedly. I did see a train on the track a little earlier on when we were walking in, which I'll show right now. But here comes Toro. We're gonna go see what the safari's looking like. And of course, check out Best of the West. sight that hasn't been seen in a very long time. Safari Off-Road Adventure is back. Looks like it's got a decent wait right now. I don't see any trucks quite yet, probably out in Safari right now, but this is really great to see. They've also gotten rid of these old buildings that used to be here and opened this all up, so it looks much better now. Those buildings weren't used for a very long time, so now with this being opened up, it looks great. And there's a Safari. So this right here is the new park boundary, and there's a new sign for the Safari Off-Road Adventure, which looks great. Really nice to see this updated. And Best of the West is indeed open. So let's go check everything out over here. Like I said, that's the park boundary. So Log Flume and Mine Train will not be opening quite yet. They're probably going to open a little later on in the spring, maybe towards summer. But let's go check out Best of the West. So the restaurant isn't open quite yet, but the bar is. There's a new bar. So let's check this out. So here is the new bar at Best of the West. They have opened this all back up and it looks great. So this used to be the VIP lounge. Now, of course, it is not. Got the mess hall over here with all the seating. Got some foosball tables over here as well. Got a bunch of TVs and the brand new bar. This looks great. And they even have a little VIP area over here with some raised seating. I'm not sure who is and isn't allowed to access it, but that is there. Be sure to check out Best of the West when you come here. They don't have the menu up yet for the actual restaurant, but it should be opening later today. So by Easter, tomorrow on Sunday, it should be open, ready to go. So come check it out, because this has always been one of the best restaurants, one of the best looking restaurants. And it's great to see for its 50th birthday that they have renovated it, brought it back to its original look. Look at this, all these new logos out here. Looks great. And now I'm not boarding the Safari, and it's actually interesting. They have the King Ka soundtrack playing over here. That's certainly interesting, but we got all the signage here. Must be at least 54 inches tall to ride unless accompanied by a parent or guardian. They have a little, I guess, yeah, a little camel over here. And this is the queue, just like it used to be. The photo ops are still there, but I don't think they're currently being used. Looks like they're holding everyone right here. This is the Flash Pass entrance plate, so there is Flash Pass for the Safari. Go up there and there you go, Safari is officially back in the park. They do have this advertisement over here as well, next to Runaway Mine Train station for Savannah Sunset, with a QR code where you can learn more about the resort and book rooms as well. And now we're gonna go for a few rides on El Toro. So we just did a ride on Toro and 2 rides on Ka. Got on Toro in the back 2 rows and Ka in the front. And John is now joining us. This is your first time ever at Great Adventure. Yeah. What'd you think of Toro?
Well, first of all, cut me some slack. I wasn't really into rides until 5-6 years ago like this, and just haven't made the pilgrimage out. Early impressions, they're both amazing. Probably leaning Toro, more complete, longer, but I mean, really there's only one place that you can do that now.
Exactly.
So it's a pretty tough 1-2 punch to beat. I'm a Hershey guy, but gotta give it to him. It's pretty great.
And you still haven't even gone on anything else or the other side of the park.
We'll just stay here all day.
Exactly.
Okay.
Dad, how are they?
Great today.
Ace unfortunately left us. He decided he was too good to stay all day. But we're gonna walk around. Superman is now open. So we'll see what we wind up going to next. Fright Fest Fanatics is now open, so you can get all kinds of Fright Fest merch way before the Fright Fest season even starts. And the Roller Coaster Coffee location down here by Toro is now open. Looks like they have a lot of the similar options to what they have up at the front. So definitely come check this out if you're feeling a little tired. It's a new little game spot right here at the entrance to Bugs Bunny National Park. They have, looks like a bunch of little claw machines there. I feel like those were by where the Dream Street path is now. I could be wrong though, but those were not over there last year. And it looks like they got Wile E. Coyote out here again on Dream Street for some photo ops. I really love how they're having the characters out and about throughout the park. And this is a phenomenal spot for photos with them too. So we've made our way over to the boardwalk, and since I've been here last, the Kickin' Chicken place is now open. It's been fully renovated inside, so let's go take a look at it. It's all been renovated in here. There's a ton of new seating areas. They got a nice skyline look over there. And the new bar down here. Really nice big area. So this is a new site down here. The wall has been moved because Superman has made a surprise early opening. It was not planned to be open this early on in the season. There you go, slingshot. But it's now open, so not only can we get another ride in, which will definitely pull in some crowds during spring break, we can also get a closer look at everything going on here on the boardwalk, which is really nice to see. So parachutes, we've pretty much been able to see the same thing for a while now with that. Lantern is currently blocked off. They still don't have the new decal up yet. I imagine they'll put that up once Green Lantern is ready to open for the season. And then they have this new Dippin' Dot stand right here. This is where that Coke refill area used to be, and that's now here. You can see this nice repainted backstage building. This right here used to be the climbing wall, and now they just have some extra seating. No more chickies down here. There's nothing here now. It's just a park map. So I imagine we'll probably wind up seeing something come down here at some point in the near future to replace it, because there is pretty much nothing to eat down here on this end of the boardwalk now. I do hope that in the near future they'll do what they're doing to Lantern sign to Superman's here, because Superman is looking a little faded, and maybe we can see a refresh of this, but I'm just really happy to see this ride open so early. See, lot's not too bad. We did just get off Superman, and it's Superman. Not my favorite ride, but the pretzel loop's great. We also heard that the lion over there is just temporary. That is not the final statue for what's going to be over there. There's going to be something different, but that's pretty much a placeholder over there for now. We just finished eating over at Primo's, and food lines are definitely a little lengthy around the park, but Primo's went really fast. Shout out to the workers there. Very efficient. Got our food in pretty much a minute. It was really a fast process, so there really aren't too many food places open today. It's because of staffing, of course, but if you can find the right place to go to, you're not going to be waiting too long. The Candy Apple store now doubles as holiday memories. You can get all different kinds of holiday related merch there. You can see a lot of the Christmas and winter stuff over there. So not only do you have a Fright Fest shop, you also have a Holiday in the Park shop. Roaring Rapids on the directional board. Over here at Flash, not much has changed. We can see this building going up right there next to the bathrooms. I imagine that's probably for Flash. And over here, there's a lot of wood laid out. Doesn't really look like anything new down there. They still have yet to go vertical. That should be pretty soon though. From what I heard, footers should be done very soon, within the next week or so. Then they will be going vertical from there. Some work going on over here with Big Wheel. We got crane right there, giant wheel. So yeah, it looks like they are starting to paint it actually. So I know I keep saying Barnstormer's opening, Barnstormer's opening. It did actually open yesterday. I do know people who rode it yesterday. It is not open today. They do have this glass up at the operator booth, but it has opened. It's just not open right now. So hopefully next time we're here, we'll catch it running. Good news over here at Devil. It is now on 2 trains, so wait times should definitely not be as high as they were when it was on 1 train earlier in the season. So right in time for spring break, it is running at double the capacity. Now we're gonna go over for a ride on Nitro, which is unfortunately still on 1 train. Over here at Roaring Rapids, the Congo Rapids sign is now missing. Supposedly it is backstage. I don't know if they're going to reuse the same sign and just put Roaring Rapids logo over it, or if they're going to put a brand new sign, but the sign is gone. It looks like they may have power washed this sort of drop after the station. It looks a lot cleaner than it used to, so looks nice. But you can see the one train ops on Nitro definitely showing. It's got a pretty long line. Thank God for the skips. There we have even more track and supports for Flash vertical velocity. Just got off Nitro, and from there we were able to see so much more Flash stuff. It looks like all the track and supports are here, if not most of them. I saw some pieces for the switch track as well. I saw more spike columns sitting in the back underneath all the solar panels by the parking lot. And I'm just very excited to see this ride go vertical. Like I said earlier, should be soon. Nitro itself was running great, and we're gonna try to get on Jersey Devil now. We'll see if it happens. So we just did Jersey Devil in the back half of the train. That was actually my first ride of the season on it, and it was running really fast actually. It's definitely still got its rattle, so just be prepared for, you know, a bit of a rougher ride, but still a great ride. First drop's fantastic, and after riding Skyrush and Wildcat yesterday, this definitely holds up with, you know, Toro and all of them as being great rides. John, that was your first ever RMC Raptor.
Yes.
What'd you think of it? You rode back row.
Yes, thank you for that. It was well worth it. The drop, insane. It has a little bit of a shimmy, but I mean, it's RMC. You really can't go wrong. You know?
Of course. Cam, how was Jersey Devil?
Jersey Devil was pretty good. I'm better than I remember.
Definitely. And Tom?
Yeah, I rode this yesterday too, and there's a noticeable difference in the speed. It really picked up in the last day or so.
Definitely. It is very windy today, so I'm honestly surprised it's running as fast as it is. But yeah, Jersey Devil was running great. The bricks are proven to be pretty popular for people to stop and look at. I can't wait to see the whole Dream Street pathway filled with bricks because it's really cool to see this. There's some pretty interesting bricks in here, like this one. And this one, if I can find it again. Where'd it go? This one. Here's another good one. Step here for +1 coaster credit. And this one right here. Hi, I'm a brick. I think now we're gonna walk over to give Medusa a ride and see if the Best of the West restaurant portion is open quite yet. Back over here by the Safari to go inside Best of the West and see if the restaurant portion is open yet or if they have a menu listed. Looks like they don't have a menu up quite yet. We're in here in Best of the West, and there's some random speaker in the corner here playing some really weird music. Looks like there's the last Safari truck making its way out of the woods there. It's a little after 5 o'clock, so the Safari usually closes at 4, which means that if they closed at 4 and ran through the line, it's about an hour wait, which sounds about right for the Safari. It's usually a pretty decent wait, but here it comes, the final voyage of the day, not including whatever's going on at the base camp. We don't know what the line looks like over there, but there it is. Now we're gonna go for a ride on Medusa. And there's this new sign here at Medusa, which I also noticed over at Cobb, that this ride may close 1 hour prior to park closing. I haven't seen it on any rides other than this and Ka. I will let you guys know if I do, but just keep that in mind. The park has been doing a bit of a soft closing lately, where they will not actually close the whole park at closing time, but instead they'll let the rides run a little bit longer and kind of let everyone shuffle out. So in order to help with that, they're going to be closing some of the rides a little earlier, like this in Kingda Ka. Medusa's got a bit of a wait, so we're going to skip it today. So we've moseyed our way over to the Golden Kingdom, and you can see that sign I was talking about right there for Kingda Ka. And there's another one over here for Zumanjaro. So Zumanjaro, Kingda Ka, and Medusa may close an hour prior to park closing. Looks like this goose right here is back. If you guys remember from last year's vlogs, this goose would always be chasing around other geese trying to fight them. It looks like a cross between a duck and a goose. But yeah,
Goose and swan.
a goose and a swan, I guess. But yeah, it lingers around back here by Zumanjaro. Then down here we have the new storage spot for the Safari off-road adventure vehicles. But you can actually see one truck going through the Safari back there right now. I'm guessing those are base camp guests because the queue for off-road adventure in here is all done. But here we go. Here's all the nice trucks that look like they've been repainted a little bit, touched up. They look great. And then over there through the bars, we can see the base camp itself. You can see the big entrance sign over there for Safari Off-Road Adventure. So you park your car in here, then you go in there. They have animal exhibits, they have restrooms, they have a shop. We're gonna definitely check it out one day, but it looks pretty cool. And if you are a pass holder, you do get access to the base camp. I actually think I see the station over there right now with pretty decent lines still. The little shop there is Base Camp Bites, where you can get some snacks. You can see the line over there, and the big entrance sign, which is pretty much identical to the one at Frontier Adventures. Yeah, Safari truck making its way back to the base camp. Drives to the parking lot. We all just got off of Zumanjaro, and during our Zumanjaro ride, Ka went up and came down. We were also able to get a good look at the Safari base camp, and I really like the way they have it set up. They have the Safari Outfitters, a little store. They have the little snack stand as well. Really nice setup over there. But yeah, Zumanjaro, so good. And I highly recommend looking not straight out, whether you look down, look right, look left, look somewhere else, and it kind of changes the ride experience. It's pretty cool. How was Zumanjaro?
Doesn't disappoint. 2 thumbs.
So before we leave, we're going over to Gotham City Gifts because there's a new merch item I've seen selling like wildfire around the park. It's this like Batman mask, and I really want one, so we're gonna see if they're over here. And there's a ton of them. $12.99, so with our discounts, about $6.50. Batman mask has been acquired. We almost have the whole Justice League here, guys. That is going to conclude our day here at Six Flags Great Adventure, my 3rd visit of the year. Dad, how was your day?
Oh, it was great. It was great to see the bricks start to be put in. We saw our own bricks. Had a great day here. Crowds were very minimal. Just great overall.
Tom?
You could say I had a quick visit, showed up a little late, but managed to get on a decent chunk of rides. I'm just glad to keep pace. Also my 3rd visit, but yeah, can't wait to come back.
Absolutely. It was a great day here, Great Adventure. Come check out Spring Break. They're open the whole week. If you guys enjoyed this vlog, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye, guys.